The Galilee garage therapy. Tap into my channel, that's where you wanna be. 87 Monte Carlo West has name GhoSSt. I bet when I punch the gas, all you see is white smoke. And you know we do it big Texas, so we going 100 spokes like we on West Coast. Mexican League garage therapy, come get with me, come get with me.
Good YouTube, it's your boy Mexican Lee back with another video. Monday night, late night, just got out of work a little while ago. We're gonna try to make this quick, fast, and in a hurry. I want to get the oil pan gasket installed, go in the house. I gotta do a little bit of laundry for work, work clothes, and then hit the sack, man. I didn't feel good today. Anyways, enough of that bull crap. Let's get to moving, y'all. Mexican Lee's Therapy Garage, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe for your boy, man. It don't cost you nothing, man. It's free. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. Let me show you what we got going on here. Let me hurry up. Okay, as you can see, it's dark. Got GhoSSt over here chilling still. He's out of the way. Ain't getting on my nerves. So this is the oil pan gasket that we have for GhoSSt's new motor. It is a Felpro one-piece gasket, and everything that I've read and everything that I've done before putting this gasket on, I never put sealant around the rails. I've only done it right here in the corners where this meets up right here, where the timing chain cover and the gasket's gonna meet right here, and then in the back I always make sure I put some right here. Okay, you don't need a lot. I'd say maybe a nice little 1/4 inch bead, tall, about maybe, I don't know, 1/4 inch, wide, and that's all you need. Once you compress that gasket down, you don't need any on the pan, but at least right here in this area. Sometimes I'll do this back area, but man, there's been a lot, even on GhoSSt, I didn't put any back here. I don't like having to get my finger in there and try to push that stuff in there. By the time you push the gasket down, it squeezes all out everywhere. I don't like doing that. So I'm not going to put any up there, nor am I going to put any up here on the timing chain cover. I'm going to let the gasket do its job. This thing's already nice and clean. I am going to wipe this down one last time with some brake cleaner and a clean rag, just in this area right here all the way around, and then we're going to go ahead and get this gasket installed. I don't think I need to. I think I can install the god dang it, can't think now off the top of my head, I'm so tired. The dipstick tube, I think I can install that without the pan being on with the pan being on the motor. So let me hurry up and cut this camera off, get everything situated, and then we'll cut you back on here in a second. Oh, let me show y'all the part number. Dang, I'm sorry. So this is the one-piece gasket. I already opened it up. See if I can do this without dropping everything. But I opened it up because I wanted to double check it as far as my screen in the back and on the oil pump. That and the spacing between, once I install the gasket and the oil pump, the bottom of the oil pump, and I got exact amount of room where I want it. So this is the Felpro one-piece gasket. Part number OS34500R. These are all everything that's included in the box. Tells you what you get. So, oh my gosh, I'm over here dropping it. So let me get this phone put on the tripod. I believe I got all my tools out. Torque specs on this are going to be, so the studs are already in the block, we don't have to worry about those. The nut for the stud is going to be 18 foot-pounds, and then the oil pan bolts 106 inch-pounds. So I already got my little torque wrench out, and I believe the socket is the same for what we did yesterday. Nope, so I need to get a different socket. I believe it's 10 millimeter. Let's double check. Oh shit, wrenches. But let's double check. So Anyways, man, I hope everybody out there, YouTube land, is doing great and you know, healthy and staying motivated, man. Hopefully my little boring videos keep y'all motivated. I do try to, I'm not gonna say be funny or tell stories. I don't know how to do all that, but hopefully I keep you guys motivated, man. Keep you guys interested in learning some stuff, because like I say, man, I had to learn a lot of this stuff on my own. Yes, my dad did teach me a lot, but at the same time he also told me, hey man, get your ass outside and go to work, figure it out. I'm not gonna hold your hand. So not that he was being a dick, but hey man, that's how you learn. So I did grab a standard and metric. I want to see which one fits this bolt better. It's a little bit tighter. I thought these were all metric bolts on the newer motors, but I'm gonna use a what is this? It's a little bit tighter for me. So man, what is it? I can't see it. My vision's a little bit off. I'm a little hungry. 3/8. So we're gonna use that for a 3/8 for the bolts. So let me get this camera on the stand and keep you guys moving here. I'm trying not to keep you guys up too late or away from your gals too late, or guys, or just keeping you bored in general. So let's try to keep pushing. Yes, I got not the same shirt from yesterday, but it's the same style. I bought a pack of like 6 or 12 of these shirts. I wear them every day to work. The same shirt, not the same exact shirt, but the same style shirt. Oh wait, we need to clean this off. See, I'm moving too fast, y'all. Moving too fast. So let's get a clean paper towel. Should have brake cleaner here from yesterday. Yep. So we'll wet the towel a little bit. We'll go ahead and wipe these areas where that gasket's going to meet. Touch. Seal. Want to make sure this area is nice and dry and clean, because that gasket is going to go on dry except for the 4 corners. The 4 corners that I showed you on a previous video, I'll show you again. You always want to make sure this surface right here is super clean. No oil or contaminants on it. That way your gasket seals nice and tight, nice and dry. I had already wiped all this down before I painted it, but we're going to wipe it down again. Again, for a good peace of mind. That way, after I put this thing back in the car, I don't want to have to be thinking or overthinking and not being able to sleep. Dang, did I do this right? Did I do that right? I'm not second guessing my work, in other words. Alright, so that's it. So now, before we get that gasket, let's put a little bit of what I use, ultra black gasket sealant, gasket maker, Permatex. Man, I've been using this stuff for years. Love it. So these 4 corners right here is where I'm going to put this sealant, and then the corners right here in the back where the gasket meets that, the 2 pieces where this tin pan and the block are, they're not, you know, it's not a super tight fit, so we're going to fill that gap in, and then that housing in the back for that seal, we're going to seal that up with the gasket maker. That way she gets a good seal. You don't need a lot. Boom. Boom. Now for the back, got a nice little dab there. it's still dead there. Okay. That's all you need, y'all. No need to go crazy with this stuff. You don't want to overdo it and then get chunks of it inside your block. Then it gets sucked up in that screen. You have big troubles. Trust me. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. I've done it. Okay. Now this right here is a tight fit, so you may need to push this in a little bit, just so it doesn't overstretch. So you don't do any damage to it. I like making sure it's getting pushed inside this cover. That way she sits nice and flush. Now let's get the pan. Nice and slow. Easy does it. Okay, now get your rails. You only go on one side. They only fit one way. You can't put them on wrong. See y'all? Man, shit ain't no joke. But I ain't dead. Still keep moving. Just gotta move slow, man. Gotta take my time and move slow. People have seen my videos to where I'm doing the hyperlapse, and they're like, man, ain't nothing wrong with you. Look how fast you're moving. Well, duh. It's hyperlapse, fool. Okay, so we'll put the corner nuts down. Get those in place. And wipe this little excess off right here before I make a mess. I don't like wiping too much off because I like for it to make a nice seal. Okay, now we'll go ahead and start trying to get our bolts in. Now there's a couple that have actually just, no, it's two that have the extra thread on them. I believe it's for a bracket that holds the transmission lines. So we'll put them on this side. If not, I can always just take the two out and change them later. No big deal. I know I got that bracket around here somewhere, but for now I just want to seal this pan up. It's my main goal. Getting this sealed up, torqued down. That way I'm not having to worry about trash or bugs or anything, dirt, getting inside the engine block and causing issues for me later. I had to have dropped it somewhere. Let me cut this camera off, see if I can find it real quick, y'all. Alright, y'all. So I went and looked for, I was missing one bolt Now, I can't remember if one might have been missing when I got the engine, or if I might have dropped it when I cleaned the bolts. I'll go out in the yard tomorrow and look before I go to work, see if I can find it. I kind of searched all in this area where the parts were at, can't find it. But I did have like a couple extra bolts that same thread and length, so I just for now substituted it with that bolt. We got it everything's snug, but now we're gonna go ahead and torque all the bolts down. Everything looks like it's fitting nice and neat, nice and smooth. All the way around. So now let's go ahead and start torquing these bolts down. So I'm gonna go from the small ones out, and then we'll do the big ones in the corners last. So those regular oil pan bolts are 106 inch-pounds. So let's find the closest one. We got 110. So we'll go back 4. That'll be 96. No, wait a minute. Yeah, 90. No, 110. Yeah, because that's 125. So 110. We need to do what I say, 106. Yeah, so 4. Man, I don't know. Told y'all I'm tired. Okay, so we'll go back 4 notches. Put on 3/8. We'll start from the middle and go out. One. Crisscross pattern. That way the pressure gets distributed around the whole gasket evenly. I messed up. I wasn't paying attention. But we're close. So like I said, man, sometimes I'm a dumbass, so pay attention. You'll catch the bloopers, you'll catch me slipping up here and there. But I guarantee you I'm not going to have no leaks. I know that much. So now we'll go back and double check them all. I missed that one. That one too. I always go back and check every single bolt once or twice, maybe even a third time. You want to get yourself used to doing that, because, like I said, once all that pressure gets distributed all the way out, you may have started here. By the time you get here, this one may be a little loose, because now you're going to push everything nice down and tight. This is the one bolt that's, the head is one size bigger, it's 11 millimeter, with the same thread. Okay, so now we'll go back through and double check all those one last time. Then we'll torque these ones on the outside. Like I said, these long bolts I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they held a bracket of some sort to where they held the transmission lines. But I can swap them out before I drop the motor in once I figure everything out, so I'm not pressed about that. And to tell you the truth, there wasn't even a lot of stuff that came. There was not really anything on this engine that I had to take off. So that bolt may have not been there. And I just remember these studs being on here. I don't remember nuts being on those. So I'll figure it out though. Okay, so all those are double checked. 13 millimeter or 1/2 inch. These, I'll get my ratchet. We'll go ahead and snug them down so we're not wasting time with the torque wrench. They're already pretty much snug. So now those, the nut for the stud goes 18 foot-pounds. So 18 foot-pounds, I wrote that down. Nope. So I'm gonna have to cut you guys back off real quick so I can convert that over real quick. Give me a second. All right, so I converted that over. So we got 216 inch-pounds is what that converts over to. Trying not to scratch up my paint job, man. Boom, click. You heard that click? See, I always get them pretty close with the ratchet. Then we'll go ahead and tighten them down with the torque wrench. Make sure that didn't move. 216. Double check them. And that's it. Oil pan and gasket installed. All the bolts torqued. So we're pretty much done with the bottom of the motor. Now, what I'm gonna end up doing, I noticed on GhoSSt, for the oil pump pressure, the sending unit, it goes right here on GhoSSt. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this plug out and install it right here on this side, and then we'll go ahead and put GhoSSt sensor right here when we drop this motor back in. But I ain't worried about that because we'll put all that together once the motor's in the car. I'm not gonna do that now because I want to make sure when I drop this thing in, it doesn't hit the motor mounts, the frame mounts, anything to where it's going to disturb anything. So I'll eventually go ahead and do the motor mount clamshells, and then that'll be pretty much done for the bottom. So that's it for GhoSSt for tonight. I still got to go buy the water pump. We'll go ahead and get the harmonic balancer installed, and then flip it around and start doing the top side. But that's pretty much it for tonight. And go in the house, take me a good shower, give me a little snack to eat, give me some good sleep, man, hopefully. But man, y'all hit that subscribe button for your boy, man, Mexican Lee's Therapy Garage. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Keep tuning in, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna have some really good stuff coming real soon. So y'all stay tuned, man. Mexican Lee's Therapy Garage. We're out.
Mexican Lee's Therapy, wrenching in the garage. Wet paint dripping smooth, call it a mirage. Gold teeth popping, boots scratch the pavement. Hood legend status, I'm Texas entertainment. Low for life, rolling deep on chrome spokes. Swinging wide in Texas, watch all the hits provoke. AC blowing clean, sunroof doing its thing. Saginaw born king with that southern swing. Props to the engine humming strong under the hood. Fresh like tortilla, smell of grease in the wood. Interior